Man, look, I don't know what's going on out here, but let's check this out, man. This is beyond me. People are going crazy in society. Absolutely crazy. Look at this.
It's shocking video of a customer throwing soup into a restaurant manager's face.
The customer ordered a spicy menudo soup. It's a popular Mexican soup, and she claims that it was so hot it actually melted the top of the takeout container.
The incident happened in Temple, Texas. The manager, 24-year-old Janelle Brolin, says the woman first.
So I get you don't want stuff so hot that it's unbearable for you to eat or carry. And you can calmly come back into a restaurant and say, hey, this is a little hot. How about we let this cool a little bit first? But it's soup. So you buy soup that's supposed to be eaten hot and you bring it back when it's cooled off. So it actually cooled off on its own by the time you brought it back.
Called to complain.
And I, of course, offered her like refunds and was trying to get her either a replacement meal or just something completely different if she wasn't in the mood for soup anymore. And she just continued to yell.
But the customer showed up to confront her in person. Surveillance video shows the customer pointing to the melted plastic lid.
She just still continued to yell, make a scene. It's still.
At this point, the soup is cooler. Are you just mad about the lid now? Is that the fight? Because the soup's cooler than it was when it was too hot. What's going on?
Still cursing with, families and other children in the restaurant. And that's when I said, ma'am, you either need to calm down or leave, or I'm going to be calling the police. And I said, ma'am, I can still help you and get you something. I just ask that you don't yell and cuss at me. And that's the moment she threw it at me.
Woo! Look, I commend this young lady. She is better than me. This is why I cannot work in public. It wouldn't work. Man, it have took everything in me not to tear that place up. This is somebody's daughter. What gives you the right? What gives you the right to just run in here and throw hot soup in this girl's face? Are you serious?
When cooked, soup can reach a temperature
Soup that you thought was so hot it burnt the plastic. So I'm going to throw it in your face?
excess of 200 degrees. Fortunately, the soup had cooled down when it was thrown into her face, but she says it still stung.
The warmth of the soup was not enough to really burn me. I mean, as you can see, I have no injuries from that itself, but the spices from the soup are what my eyes were stinging so bad. They were burning, and the spices were all like inside of the top part of my nose, and it caused me to have a nosebleed.
The customer walked out, but she has been identified, and according to social media accounts, she's a nurse at a local hospital.
It's so shocking to watch.
Who wants to get treated by, who wants to be seen by this woman? This is a nurse? She works at a hospital? Oh my God!
Could speak to her, what would you say to her?
I really don't have anything to say to her.
Well, what should she say? I'm pressing charges? You going to jail?
I just kind of really...
That's what she should have said. You going to jail. You about to lose your job.
I hope that she learns her lesson that people are not going to tolerate being treated that way.
I commend her. She is handling this so well. I would have rolled out. Let that be my child. Are you serious?
Ever.
Police are investigating to determine whether charges will be filed.
To determine? That's open and shut. What's to be determined? That's assault. That's assault. That's deadly too. That should be considered a deadly weapon. Hot soup that you just throw in. What is going on with the climate out here, y'all? Why are people going crazy like this? Somebody please lock this lady up. She needs to learn a lesson. She don't need to be locked up forever, but she needs to pay the price for her actions. You need to pay for this. Not the soup. You need to pay for doing what you did. You need to be locked up and you need to lose your job and you practice. Straight up. But she ain't got no practice. She's a nurse, but y'all know what I mean. Oh my God, man.